During that intermission that you voluntarily took in your career when you had no faith in Dionne Warwick as a recording artist.
Well, it was me. It was the fact that there's no secret to the fact that radio was dominated by quote-unquote disco. And I never considered myself that. I have always, of course, recorded music that you could dance to. But I never considered myself a dance music singer, period.
But don't you think it's possible that disco is really the medium of the orchestra? The singer is not that important, and your voice is almost too important to be... disco records cover a lot of it. How'd you like having Barry Manilow as your producer?
Oh, he was a gem. Absolutely a dream. It was a ball working with him. He's so professional, and he's an absolute musician. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But he's just a
I know. I had to stop it for a bit.
I mean, you would have thought. Barry.
You called, you rang.
Right in the middle of the word. I mean, we had this entire eulogy planned. You would have thought perhaps you either died or and went to
heaven. I know. It started to sound like an obit. I figured I better cut this quick.
This is a jewel. And you must get as much satisfaction out of this as you do out of your own album.
Sometimes more. Sometimes more. Frankly, I play this album more than I do. We talked about that.
We did.
This is a secret of both of ours. But we play this album more than anything we own.
Isn't it? Really?
It holds up. I mean, I don't want to brag, you know.
Why not? I'll help you. Come on.
It sounds great. It's a great sounding album. I love all the songs. I love Dionne singing on it. I just think we had a party. It was a wonderful time.
But that's what makes the business so exciting. When you marry the incredible talent that Dionne has, with just the unique talent. I mean, Barry is not only a gifted writer and arranger, but as a producer, which is the other side of him that the public is getting to know more and more. I mean, he's a producer par excellence. I mean, if I find a song, there is nobody in the world that I could turn it over to and have it be in better hands from the arrangement, the production. You marry that, and with that, I mean, it creates history, and that's what he's
an orchestrator.
Listen.
All those little, we're supposed to take a commercial. I'll just jump in. I work in the music business too, guys. We're going to take a commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Today you'll find out what happened to Irma Bombeck's recording career from Irma Bombeck.
I'm here with Paul Williams of the record business. And
you gotta admit, I watch Fred Tatasciore. I watch him like a hawk. When he hits me with a commercial, we go to commercial.
Isn't that wonderful?
I have one question for Dionne. I don't know if anybody who's seen her show knows that for an hour and a half, it is hits. You're gonna have to do a 2-hour show now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be impossible. I know it.
I'll do it.
It's lovely.
Barry,
thank you.
I want to ask you something now, because producing records for other people as well as for yourself, and we were saying when we went to commercial, I wasn't sure people knew that you were also behind the scenes in your own recordings. But your life is a very quiet one. I mean, so far as the public is concerned, you have a very low profile. And I get the feeling you're on top. Absolutely on top. And I think you did your first performance on our show when you did Mandy, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the MGM, the night before you were...
Yes. Yes. I was scared to death.
But what
Scared to death.
He was terrified. But I'm making a point where the question's going to be longer than the answer, I'm afraid. But what I wanted to ask you was, you're there. Are you lonely at the top?
No.
Well...
No, there is no. There's no such thing.
No,
I read.
I
read an article, a really dumb article in some magazine that I remember the interview. The interview was a wonderful interview. I had a lovely interview with this person, and I think I was just too boring for them. I really think because I wasn't very sensational. I'm not very sensational, but I'm also not very lonely. I'm not on drugs, you know, and I'm not coming back from some booze farm, and. So they had to make it so that it sold magazines. I guess they figured that just by printing that I was happy and successful and that I schlepped my way up from Brooklyn wasn't good enough. And so they they found something and they said lonely at the top. But I can tell you right now, folks, if this is the top, this is terrific. This is not lonely at all, you know?